was picking my son up from school when the principal said, "Your custody was terminated last week." I had never missed a single pickup in 6 years. When my ex and I split, I fought for joint custody, and I got it, 50-50. My boss offered me a promotion that required travel, and I turned it down. I moved into a smaller apartment just to stay in his school district. I kept every document in a folder: the custody agreement, the parenting plan, every pickup log the school ever sent me. 6 years of choosing him over everything else. I thought that meant something. I thought no one could take him from me. I was wrong. My son was inside the school, pressing his face against the window with tears streaming down his cheeks and his little hands banging on the glass. "Daddy! Daddy! Please!" I could hear it through the door, muffled but clear enough to break me. He was wearing the shirt I bought him for his birthday. I grabbed the door handle and security yanked me back so hard I stumbled. "One more step and you're going in cuffs." So I stood there 3 feet away from my son, watching him sob while I couldn't do anything about it. I drove straight to my ex's house and pounded on the door until my knuckles hurt. Her new husband opened it and leaned against the frame with his arms crossed and this smug little grin spreading across his face. He looked me up and down like I was something stuck to his shoe. "You really thought you could keep him? That kid needed a real father, and now he has one. I have every legal right to my son." He stepped closer and got right in my face, so close I could smell his cologne. "You have nothing." I made sure of that. Then he laughed and shut the door while I was still talking. I stood on that porch for 10 minutes calling my ex over and over, but she never answered a single time. I went to the courthouse and demanded to see my case file. The clerk pulled it up and I couldn't believe what I was looking at. A secret court hearing had happened without me, and the paperwork said I moved out of state and gave up custody. Every single document had my forged signature on it. "This is fraud." The clerk just shrugged. "You'll need a lawyer for that." I went home and searched my ex's husband online because something about him felt wrong. He worked at a law office handling custody cases, and when I searched his name in court records, I found 4 other cases. 4 other fathers who lost their kids the exact same way. One of them had been fighting for 3 years just to see his daughter again. This man had been stealing children from their fathers and getting away with it for years. I wasn't going to let him get away with it again. I called a lawyer and demanded an emergency hearing. I walk into court, and my ex and her husband are sitting across from me. He's leaning back, scrolling through his phone like he has somewhere better to be. My lawyer stands. "Your Honor, my client was never notified about the original hearing." He doesn't look up. "That's a lie. I have the signed confirmation right here." The judge tells him to put the phone away and he rolls his eyes. My lawyer holds up 2 signatures side by side. "Your Honor, please compare these. They look nothing alike." He finally sits up straight. My lawyer stacks school pickup logs on the table. 112 pickups including the day before the hearing. His jaw tightens. My lawyer pulls out one more folder. "This man has done this to 4 other fathers. I have the forged letters and the notary stamp from his own office." My ex stops breathing. She turns to him. "What 4 other fathers?" He waves his hand at her like she's a fly. The judge leans forward. "Is this true?" He explodes out of his chair and slams his fist on the table. "He abandoned his kid. Everyone in this room should be thanking me." The judge orders him to sit. He looks right at me with this wild grin. "You think you won? You're nothing. You were always nothing." He whips around to my ex. "This is your fault." She flinches back. 2 officers rush him. He grabs a chair and hurls it at them. They tackle him to the ground and drag him out while he screams that he knows people and will all pay for this. The doors slam shut. The judge looks at me. "Your custody is fully restored." I picked my son up after court and he ran straight into my arms.